I'd like to give all glory and praise and honor unto the Most High, and we're going to get into it, man. Today, what we're going to be looking at, the story of this guy named Shakir Stewart. He was in the music industry, and he was an A&R, and those are basically like the guys that's responsible for, like, you know, going and searching out the talent and, you know, recruiting, you know, new artists to their label. And, you know, he died abruptly, you know, and they said it was suicide, and, and it's horrible, man. But there was supposed to be a documentary coming out on this guy, but it got canceled. And, you know, they did the trailer for the documentary, and, you know, that's what we're going to be watching today, this little short trailer. And in the trailer, you know, they said things that, you know, pertains, you know, it'll make your ears poke up, you know, if you are a target individual, you know, because, you know, we're going through the same thing. So we're going to watch this trailer real quick, and we're going to come back to it.
A kid from East Oakland ran Def Jam. Just a normal kid from East Oakland rose at the age of early 30s to run the top hip-hop label in the world. Now, who could do that? Go to the street corner, talk to this cat, this how the deal gonna go, wow, and then go to the boardroom and explain how the investment would make sense. Very few people got that skill, and that's what really made Shake special.
Thank you. Now, unfortunately, L.A. Reid is in Atlanta tonight paying his last respects to Shakir Stewart, whose recent tragic death took away one of the lights of our world.
Shakir didn't kill himself. Shakir didn't kill himself. That's all I got to say on that.
Horrible police work was done around his death, and everyone just accepted that it was suicide. Anyone that really knows the man knows he's incapable of killing himself. It had to be something more to it. It goes a lot deeper than what we would ever understand.
Shakir loved LA, and I think LA loved Shakir too. But something fishy happened somewhere along that line, and shit got switched up.
You know, I guess you could say there's probably a bunch of other stuff that we'll never know. The BMF stuff was rumored. The stuff about LA, ain't no telling what else he was going through. People trying to, I know there was talk that some people was trying to kill him or that he knew information.
He was being followed, cars parked outside his house, his phone was being tapped. There's a lot of people in a position to gain, maybe not gain financially, but definitely gain. So who knows? It's still up there. I would like to know.
If I do find out what happened, it's gonna be some more dead bodies. Tell him that. Yeah, tell him I said that.
So you see, you know, they said that he was being followed. They said his phone was being tapped. You know, people was following him. Cars parked outside his apartment when he, or his house when he comes out. You know, and these are the same things that they do. You know, we know they're tapping our phones. We know that they're watching us. You know, they drive cars past our apartment complexes or houses every time we come outside. These are the things that we're doing. So, you know, me watching this little short trailer here. You know, this documentary, like I said, it was canceled. I don't know why. You know, it lets you know that, you know, it was something deeper that happened to this guy, man. You know, and, you know, there was the other guy that did an interview, and I want to play that real quick, too, you know, because either what he was saying in the interview is like, hey, he got caught with something, like they had dirt over his head, you know, meaning like he got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. You know, and he didn't want it coming out. That's probably why he killed himself, you know, or he knew something about somebody else. So let's take a look at this.
Shakir, I never can say I heard anything bad. Now, we've heard talk, but I would say I heard anything bad.
Nah, never.
Now, what is your take on his alleged suicide? I'm not sure that was confirmed or whatever. You know, his passing. What is your take on that, and how deep does that really go?
Something really was bothering Shakir, and it wasn't, you know, a lot of people say that it was the stress from the job.
Mm-hmm.
No, Shakir went to Morehouse. First he worked with Noontime, and then he went to Hitco. So I seen his incline. He didn't have no reason to be stressed about no music. I can walk away from this today, so it ain't gonna be the stress from the job.
Okay.
It wasn't my wife was cheating on me or my daughter or whatever. It wasn't that.
Okay.
So we're gonna outrule that. Matter of fact, when it first happened, my man who's in the book, V, was one of the first people that was there, and I'm talking to him on the phone, and he was actually broken, shaken all the way up. Like,
Absolutely.
why did Shakir do this to us? Right? I'm like, what happened? I'm like, yo, tell me, yo, what's going on? And he was like, I don't know. I said, yo, Shakir just ain't gonna kill himself over anything. You know what I'm saying? So then when it happened, you break it down, and then you realize that something, his wife said it best, and everybody has to pay attention to the words, because words mean a lot.
Absolutely.
She said, I can't quote it word for word, but I could get it close. Shakir was not himself these past few months before he did this to himself.
What could it have been? What could it have been?
Obviously, he did something that wasn't supposed to have been done, and somebody was going to remind him about what was going on, and he was like, if you put this out, my wife is going to know. My kid is going to know. I heard the actual truth.
What is the truth?
See, the truth, like they said when they told you.
Come on, it'll set you free. It'll set you free. The truth
truth
will set you free.
Well, the truth is basically, if you look at what his wife said,
Yes.
his wife said it, and we're going to leave her words and let her words be the last word that represent him, because we're going to owe her that.
Got you.
Right? Whatever she want to let be out there, then we're going to take it and run with that. She said that he wasn't himself during these past days.
Do you think that we'll ever know?
Yeah, we do know now.
Well, no. I mean, when I say we, do you think the large portion of people will know?
Yeah, I believe eventually that, once time goes by and, the concern about it wears off, somebody's going to tell the truth or what really happened. It's bigger than this. Dancing with the Devil, that title, is not just calling Puff no devil. That's not it. The music industry, the whole industry, you put them all together, that every one of them, man, or every one of them have their wicked ways. You know what I'm saying? And that book represented.
So, I don't know, man. It seems like he got caught doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing, man. And they was like holding the dirt over his head. They said he wasn't himself. A lot of these guys, they know what's going on, bro. They know fully well what's going on. But they signed an oath to secrecy. They signed their soul over it, man. And like I was saying, this guy was in the industry, man. He was an A&R, and he was up there, so he had to have known, the rituals. He had to go through some type of rituals, man. He had to go through some type of rituals. So I don't know, man. And he died mysteriously, and this was a guy that also dated Kim Porter, which was Puff Daddy's wife, so he dated her, and she died mysteriously. Or they said it was pneumonia, which I don't believe. Like, you feel me? In 2018, I think they said she died of pneumonia. But one thing I found suspicious was, when she died, P. Diddy, I remember on his Instagram, he put up a bunch of pictures, trying to, in remembrance of his wife. It was like a collage, And one of the pictures, man, on the row, he was doing the one-eye symbolism. And I said, let me bring that picture up real quick, because I saved it. So right here, he was doing a one-eye symbolism. It was a whole bunch of pictures, and he chose this one, man, And like I said, you got to watch these guys there because they think they're slick. It was a whole bunch of pictures, and you'll be swiping through, and it looks all good, and then you come to this one right here. And of course, the people gonna say, oh no, it's just a flash, and it just caught him at the wrong moment. No, but he chose it specifically. It's like I said, these guys operate through signs and symbolisms, man. He chose this one specifically, man. He's doing the one-eye symbolism. That means he knew what was up, man. He knew what was up, you know. So, you know, these guys are exceedingly wicked, man. When you going around these guys and you're rubbing shoulders with them, and you're not a part of these groups, you can find yourself real quick, man, in a bundle. You know, if you're not a part of these groups, man. You know, all you gotta do is say something wrong, or not even do nothing at all. I mean, you could just be minding your business. You know, and that's it. You know, so I don't know, man. You know, these guys, man. You know, they've done horrible things, you know, to achieve their riches and fame, man. You know, horrible things, man. So, and that's why you know, it comes back to them, bro. It comes back, man. You know, and you see when you sell out, when you sell your soul to the, you know, you don't know how long you got, man. You know, that devil's not gonna tell you how long you got. Some of these guys, it might be a year, 2 years. Some of them might have a little bit longer, you know. But, you know, and that's why you see a lot of people get cut down real quick, you know, because when they sell out, they don't know how long they got, you know, to enjoy this riches and fame, man, you know. And then, you know, their job is to hide the wickedness, man, hide the wickedness. And anybody that speaks up, hey, you attack them and and frame them and put your dirt on them and try to blackmail them, man. That's what they do, man. You know, that's not how the way things supposed to operate. In the Bible, in Joshua chapter 7, you know, when they were going to war, you know, and they failed at war, it was because this guy Achan, and his name was Achan, he stole, you know, these accursed items that the Most High said not to take. You know, it was gold and things like that. And they realized, like, hey, you know, how come we lost? Our enemies defeated us this time. They realized that, look, man, somebody in their congregation, you know, stole these accursed items. You know, so they had to go back and find out who it was, you know, and get rid of him, kick him out. You know, they didn't let the wickedness fester. You know, but that's not how things work, man. You know, right? You know, they operate contrary to the scriptures, man. You know, and that's why they hate the Bible. You know, because the Bible said you got to carry your own burdens. They like to put their burdens on other people, and you know, and accuse them for you know, the crimes that they did. You know, so like the scripture says, that which is highly esteemed in this world is abomination in the Most High eyes. Meaning, like, look, man, you know, all these celebrities, you know, that everybody loves, it looks good and everything, but the Most High knows what they did, you know, to achieve the things that they got. So whatever is highly esteemed is an abomination in his eyes, man. You know. So like I was saying, you know, you gotta stay. In the scriptures in the old days, they stomped out the wickedness, man. You know, they didn't let wickedness fester. But nowadays, what they do, we show respect to our persons. You know, and that's what they do in Freemasonry, and they hide the wickedness. And the reason that, you know, a lot of people is not going to, you know, speak up, why? Because some of these people are in your family. You know, they're in your family members. You maybe your entire family is involved in this stuff, man. You know. You know, and that's why when you read the scriptures, you reading it, it says, look, man, it speaks directly against that stuff, and it says, you know, he comes to make a division. There's gonna be a division between, you know, mother, father, brother, son. You know what? Why? Because over this word, over the truth. You know, so a lot of people, they're not gonna want to, you know, they're not gonna want to speak up because their own family members are involved in this stuff. They involved with this stuff, man. You know. And like I said, in the olden days, what they did to Achan, you know, why? You know, because like I said, if there's iniquity, if there's iniquity, we can't prosper. You know, and they lost in battle. They had to go back and find out who that person was, and get him out the congregation, not hide him. You feel me? Not hide him, and be like, oh no, you know, even though he's doing the wrong thing, we're gonna protect him. No, they had to go and get him out, you know, and they had to reprimand that. But you see, we operate in contrary, man, and that's why, you know, we under these curses, man. But, you know, I'm not going to rant too much, man. You know, you see what happened to this guy. And, I don't know, man. He's definitely targeted, bro. You know, he's definitely targeted, man. But when you rubbing shoulders with these people, man, you know, this is what you could expect, man. This is what you can expect, man. You know, because the Most High he's not dwelling around them, man. You know, they'll sacrifice you in a heartbeat to gain some status, man. You know, they don't care. You know, so I mean, hopefully this was edifying, man. All praises to the Most High.